What's up guys, welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel where we cover everything Call of Duty. Today we are going to have one very interesting topic. Again, we were Easter egg hunting everywhere around and we discovered some very interesting things in regards of the secret codes that are spreaded everywhere across various different maps. But before we start, I want kindly to thank you all for your kind support. The channel that we started just a week ago is doing perfectly. Just yesterday we received roughly about 100 subscribers, and our retention rate of the videos are very high, which means that you're interested in the materials that we are providing. So that makes us really proud, and I hope that you will still continue to follow us and to watch our videos, and of course like our videos and subscribe for future great content that we have to provide. Now let's get back to the topic for today. If you pay attention when entering the secret areas of the Bunker 11, if you already been there, you'll notice two codes sprayed painted on the wall. 209A14, which is the RGB hex code for the color green, and 324517, which happens to be the space coordinates of the planet Uranus on May 20th. Now, interesting thing is that on that day we had a patch that went live for Warzone. Now, why would Uranus matter when it comes to Warzone? Well, the element uranium, which has traditionally been used in developing of nuclear weapons, was named after this planet. Furthermore, when those same numbers are searched with the word astronomy, the link to another book that discussed the Leipzig experiment, a well-known scientific accident in 1942 that dealt with a uranium leak, which happens to be green, by the way. Well, there's a chance that this could all be a coincidence and have nothing to do with Warzone, but it seems that there's too much info adding up for it to be totally random. The fact that there is a nuclear weapon sitting in a bunker located at the heart of Verdansk, most likely made from uranium, means that there are definitely dots to connect. And especially if we take in consideration the fact that in Bunker 10, which is the bunker that we discovered after the latest Season 4 update, we saw a massive nuclear rocket sitting in Bunker 10. The combination of the weapon, the green gas, and the big red shiny button that players can interact with points to some sort of nuclear attack or accident that is going to take place. There's also a chance this could be more of a big picture teaser, not just for a single map change in the next major update. For example, this is the sort of thing that could bleed as deep as the next Call of Duty title, slated for release in the fall. There have been enough leaks and rumors to strongly suggest that Call of Duty 2020 will be called Black Ops Cold War, and that's already confirmed, and take place during that era. And if there's one phrase that perfectly describes that period in history, it's nuclear threat. We already know that Activision plan on making Warzone the battle royale that connects all the other Call of Duty franchises together, so who's to say the Easter egg players are stumbling across now won't develop into much larger events down the line. Now, more or less all of us already know that these numbers that I mentioned before are appearing across the bunkers in Verdansk, in a Warzone, main Warzone map. It appears mostly in a bunker number 11, but also if you previously ever opened up other bunkers with the red keycard access codes, you will also see the same numbers in other bunkers as well. So the strange thing is at this particular moment that mentioned codes are starting to appear in the multiplayer maps where they haven't appeared before. So for example, now we are looking at Kandor hideout. Now this is a water tank just across the, how you call it, the warehouse, and the same numbers are appearing on that water tank. Now there's a whole lot of, you see now, smileys and a whole different numbers spreaded across the map, which are basically making Easter egg hunters go wild and completely crazy. If you probably noticed before this, before Kandor hideout, we also had the same number in a Talsik backlot map appearing at one stop, so at one spot. So same, absolutely same numbers are appearing everywhere. Now this is the multiplayer map ASL 9, and again you can see 209, A14 and 324, 517. So I'm having strong feeling and strong sense that developers and content creators, if you will, at Activision are trying to tell us something with these numbers. Now, I stated my theory about uranium, about nuclear threat, nuclear bombs, that they might be preparing us for the next Call of Duty title, but also I strongly believe that they are trying to hint us how to get into the bunkers that are currently not accessible, but they are only not accessible because we don't know how to get there, like bunker 1, 3 and 10. For example, why am I saying this? Like, if you glitch into any of these bunkers, you will actually see that there is a very decent loot inside, where you can basically pick very good weapons. There is a lot of money inside, and there is other stuff to interact with, including the cipher codes and the clues. So why would developers make all of those bunkers, how can I say, usable, where you can find a lot of loot, a lot of good weapons, if they are not meant to be entered? So that's something to think about, and I think that developers are teasing us with these numbers, and they are trying to point us somewhere how to open those bunkers. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue how to do it. We tried everything. Me and my friend Kevin, who's basically Easter egg hunting with me all the time, we tried everything. We tried shooting the keypads, we tried activating the computers, we tried absolutely, I can't even remember what we tried. But everything that we tried, basically, it didn't work. Now, this map that you are now seeing, this is the Hardhat map, and this is, I would say, the biggest. There's a lot of clues in this map, and it hints a lot, I would say. So, as you can see, again, same numbers appearing on multiple occasions on the walls in the Hardhat map. Like in rest of the multiplayer maps, you will have that on one particular place, but in Hardhat, you're having this absolutely everywhere. So again, 324, 517 and 209, A14. Also interesting thing is that in regards of the cipher codes, people were trying, and gamers were trying to put these codes into the cipher codes and trying to get the final code, or to resolve the cipher, the complete riddle, but they couldn't find much ground to put those numbers into any of these cipher codes. It simply do not fit anywhere. Now this is one of the walls, again, in the Hardhat, where the same thing, same numbers appear. For things to be even more interesting, on these walls I also find numerous letters spray painted in the same color as we have it with these numbers. So for example, you will see later during this clip, I found letters M, V, J, D, L, C, D, L, constantly repeating everywhere, but in one particular, how can I say, order. And then you have like arrows that are pointing you somewhere, but you will see later in this clip, I tried absolutely everything. I tried with the drone to see, am I missing something from up, or maybe I'm missing something from the place where which I cannot reach. But that's simply not the case, and I couldn't discover anything more than what you see now on the screen. Now these are the letters that I just mentioned. So across this wall we have spread of 8 letters. Actually on this wall we have 6 letters, and on the other side of the wall we have 2 additional letters spreaded. And for this map to be even more interesting, I'm now going to one point where there is a total different code, but you can see a clear code consisted of numbers, only 4 numbers, and yeah, you will see it now, 4012. Now, to be quite honest, we also tried to put these codes everywhere where we could, every keypad that we can interact, but we simply didn't had any luck and we haven't activated anything. But if we take in consideration the history of Call of Duty games, like people are trying to argue, gamers are trying to argue, and that we are basically ahead of ourselves, and these numbers are only cosmetics in the Call of Duty, which I disagree in particular, because if we take in consideration the history of Call of Duty games, we can also conclude that none of the numbers in the game historically were there just to be there. They always meant something. Either they were pointing out to some Easter eggs, or they were codes for some future in-game events or whatever they were bringing to game. So there are strong hints with these numbers, and I think if we ignore these numbers we will be on a very wrong path. So these numbers are not to be ignored. Anyways guys, that would be it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this. So far, as I said, I discovered on 4 maps these numbers that are appearing in a bunker number 11, and I hope that we will soon get something so we can proceed with resolvement of the riddles that are scattered across the whole game. Anyways guys, thank you for your attention. Thank you for your patience as well. I hope you like this video, and if you like the video, drop a quick thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future great Call of Duty content. I'll catch you guys later and wish you all the best. Bye bye.